something that I am currently learning and experiencing right now that just really shook up the vision that I had for myself and the way that I thought things were going to go. I've come to realize that the more you become aware of self, the more wisdom and knowledge that you gain, the more you are accountable for what you know, the more you are responsible for the awareness that you have. And with that being said, when you ask the universe, spirit, your higher self, however you want to define that, when you ask, it is given. And when you want to answer, you will receive it. However, sometimes that answer is not what you expect or want to hear. But deep down, you know it to be true, whether the current version of you is able to accept it or not. I ask Spirit to help me have clarity on which direction to take and what I needed to do in order to embody the version of self, or to be able to embody the vibration needed to sustain what it is that I desired. And once I did that, the answer I got was the answer that honestly I may have known all along, but was rejecting deeply because of the discomfort or the uncomfortability that can come with it. Sometimes we try to size up how uncomfortable something is going to be before we actually decide to accept what our inner guidance is telling us to do. Like, we have to get our ego in check before we can really step into harmony with it and listen to our intuition. Actually take inspired action after we have received the message and the next step for ourselves. And it's not easy. We have this idea of how we want things to go, and we have to realize nothing is linear. There is no path that moves in a straight line when you are on this journey called life here on this earth. And accepting that truth will allow you to let go, to grow. We are constantly moving in a spiral. It's truly amazing how some of the things we may have denied early on down the path, we didn't want to settle down with the answer that Spirit has already given you because of what you thought that your path was going to be like. The current version of you can't clearly see the path that is laid out from the higher version of you. Meaning that you have to trust, you have to have faith in order to take the next step, or else you are going to be in a limbo of stagnation, staying where you are because it's comfortable and familiar, because you don't want to step into the unknown, because you are too boggled up with fear to allow yourself to let go of what you have known, to grow and develop, to gain more knowledge and wisdom and align with the higher version of yourself. It's not easy. It's not easy whatsoever. But the thing about it is, once you do that, it's going to be so worth it in the end. And because you took that step out on faith, because you stepped into the unknown, because you went into the darkness, because you met yourself. Yeah. Because you met yourself, you were able to align with the path. And sometimes it looks like you're taking a detour, but really you're taking the fastest route to your destination. But because it's not the street that you plan to go down, you're like, I don't know nothing about this street. I don't know nothing about this. Where they trying to take me at? All I see is darkness down this path. Okay. Yeah, that's what it looked like. That's what it looks like. That's what it appears to you from where you are. But once you go down that road, you'll see it's literally lit up. Child, I just cannot believe. I just cannot believe that this is happening to me right now. You can't expect to learn the lesson without experiencing the lesson, without going through trial and error. A lot of times, my issue can be trying to prepare for the lesson and be in the lesson without having to fully learn the lesson because I don't want to go through the experience of trial and error. That's how you do it. But understand, understand, and overstand that a mistake is truly not a mistake. That's a different term that's put on what it really is. It's a lesson. It's for your benefit. It's for your gain. So don't look at it as something that is going to go against you, but something that is for you. You stepping in to the confidence and the courage needed to say, okay, all right, I could have handled that better. I can improve there. I can do this better now. I have the wisdom and the knowledge of how it goes, so now I know how to better prepare for the opportunity when it comes around again. In order to do that, you gotta allow yourself to experience it, to go through it. You have to give yourself grace. And it's so much easier said than done. Applaud yourself. Be proud of yourself. Clap for yourself. Celebrate yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back for real. For real. Okay, so I know that video kind of has an abrupt ending. I recorded it a few months back and I knew instantly when I got up that I needed to record that moment. So that's what you guys saw. I'm learning how to allow myself to have the freedom and give myself grace to explore and cultivate this new version of myself. And by doing that, I have to ease up on being so nitpicky on every single detail. Just getting comfortable with my true and authentic self and not needing any external or additional things to enhance who and what I actually am, because who I am and what I am is enough. More than enough. More than abundant. So yeah, getting comfortable with me, getting comfortable here on this camera, and continue my journey. So yeah, if you're resonating with the vibe, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until we meet again, peace.